Hello, folks. I'm the Red. This is Terra Invicta, and last we left off, we had just found some. We found out that the aliens that we worship, we started worshiping them as soon as they first crash landed here in Tehran. We found out that they were abducting people in Turkey, and we don't consider that a good thing. It's not like we're not blind followers of, we're 100% throwing our back to the aliens. We think that they need some guidance. They're not so different from us. But we found that they were abducting people in eastern Turkey, and they deigned to make the oligarchs fall in line with us of Turkey. So we have a little bit of control in the area. What are we spending that on? We're trying to lower inequality and raise the standard of living. Maybe we should, if we're gonna try to raise the standard of living, maybe we should try to pour some money into the economy. And I mean, they're undergoing full insurrection. Like it's not quite 100% civil war, but it's pretty close. You might even call it a civil war, but it's those kinds of things can be complicated. We also have gained control of the financial sector in the US of A. But that was sort of, I don't know what prompted me to, when I saw them grabbing Canada here, that I should go and, I mean, I guess it was because Adriana was just pressing. My original plan was actually to have America undergo a civil war, like to make them fall in line with us and then undergo a full civil war and gain control that way. Maybe we should still do that. I don't know.
Ready for orders.
If we tried to coup the US, we have a 0% chance. What if we spent ops on it? No, still 0% chance. So we can't really do that. We'd have to push up their unrest, and considering we're already getting footholds in it, I don't really see a reason to anymore.
Ready.
In any case, you take a vacation over...
Evading pursuit.
Ready to go.
LA. You've got a bunch of people on you. You also have a bunch of people on you. You're from Canada. Which province in Canada? Montreal. Montreal is over here. It's more eastern. Why don't you also take a vacation?
Hunkering down.
Reporting in.
And you were the one that was... Oh, one of the other things that had happened was we found some xenoforming happening in Tehran where they crash landed. So... I'm also going to have you surveil this area in China. There was another crash landing here.
Surveilling target area.
And the third crash, actually the second crash landing, the third crash landing was in China. The second crash landing was in Tanzania, along the coast somewhere. So those two countries, those initial two, Iran and Tanzania, we did take control of because, I mean, we want to control where the aliens have deigned to put down, right? Grabbing China, a little bit more difficult. It's... The difficulty of grabbing any given nation is tied to its size, its prosperity. It's a lot of different factors. China is one of the difficult ones. US is also difficult. I mean, that's the big two. The US and China. Although Russia's not particularly easy. Humanity First has grabbed all of Russia. while Kazakhstan, the Balkaneer Cosmodrome I know in earlier iterations of the game, the grabbing Kazakhstan was considered like the obvious opening play, and then splitting it off of Russia, then you get the Cosmodrome and you don't have the weight of Russia. But we aren't going that way. We don't need to. We could just tick time along here.
Hunkering down.
Anyone that
Initiating deep cover.
has
Setting
gone to
a
ground.
watch.
You didn't find anything, you didn't find anything. Anyone that's gone to ground doesn't need to go to ground again. Humanity First also has France.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
I'll have you continue just a little longer, pushing our agenda in the US. We have someone else operating out here. Also, our control points have shot up. Why? Weren't we at like 112 or something before? There's some major unrest happening in Mexico. Let's try a little more oppression. Reduce the guerrilla war, or reduce government and make us a little more sectarian, a little more divided. But no, it's going down. Let's not oppress the people any more than we need to.
Your orders?
Jacob, grab.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
At your service.
Another control point. Please spend 1 ops.
Initiating surveillance.
Standing
I'm
by.
just really interested. You are an agent of the Resistance. Do we want to contact them? Actually, maybe not. I don't see a real reason to. Let's go ahead and stabilize Iran again.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
A little bit of something happening with I don't remember what exactly it was. There was like some rumors floating around that really riled the people up.
You contain multitudes. Every breath you take may contain atoms of Tutankhamun, or Christ, or Asimov. For any human to think of themselves as intrinsically apart from others is absurd. We are, all of us, made from each other. Superior Judith Howell, Infinite You, Self-Improvement Course.
It's funny that she talks about every breath you take may contain atoms of other people, when she seems to reject the idea of, in other quotes, she seems to reject the idea of, there being atoms, or there being some kind of smaller molecular structures or anything like that, or significant, she calls Einstein a full-on charlatan who was directly trying to deceive people, if I recall correctly. I think it's Einstein. She seems to reject the idea of any any significant scientific progress since the, like, 1800s. Anyways, the Academy has... They're taking control of the arrival sociology, the research, and put us onto a mission to the moon. The whole world. We are... We're not going to get advanced electromagnetism. Maybe we can push mission to the moon. We really want these clandestine cells, so I'm not turning this any lower. The alien methods. This is our tech for... I'm actually just going to turn those two off entirely. These alien methods. This is our tech for the plot. The figuring out what the aliens want, what they're actually doing on Earth. We're not spending a lot on it. It's a lower priority, but it is still a priority.
Nothing unusual found.
Repeat and continue. Follow that counselor. Where?
Cleaning things up.
Okay, we can tell they're not an alien. I mean, they were in America and nothing landed near the Americas.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Either North or South America. I mean, the chance... You failed this twice recently.
Things are stabilizing.
Yeah, you could keep stabilizing Iran. The Protectorate is slated to grab research for the mission to the moon. We'll turn down the clandestine cells now. Wow, and you're still going to take control from us. They gave us control of... The aliens gave us control of Israel. Well, let's make use of it. Israel, you have nuclear barrage. You also have the crackdown executive control. We now have the mass media in Israel. Let's not worry about any of this. Not worry about funding, boost. Let's make it entirely spoils. I mean, the resistance here is going full boost in mission control. So why don't we do that? Maybe that's why the aliens deemed to give it to us. Canada has a small satellite. Because Exodus is putting money into that, not us. Never mind. I was like, why?
We still lack support.
You have failed to control America, but I don't know that we're going to do that. I think I'm going to try to grab the executive point in Israel here, because it's already cracked down.
Your orders?
To grab a location like that, we can't just control. We have to...
Acknowledged.
It's not coup, it's a purge, right? No, purge is for crackdowns. Crackdown? No, it is Purge. So...
Acknowledged.
Only people
Ready.
with the ability to purge.
Your
There's
orders.
we only have the one
Where to?
Axel. So you're going to purge this point in the in Israel.
Removing our enemies.
Ready for orders. Acknowledged.
I want you to surveil Israel. We're still looking for the aliens. Or you actually yeah, go ahead. Surveil Israel. We want to hit this
Eyes up.
button.
Where do you need me?
Hey, Cub. If I search for these... I'm looking for... So, these orgs, they also give... In addition to the bonuses, like this one gives some... Oh, this gives actually a lot of income. I think we're going to grab this. If I sort through here... Yeah, these four are the only ones that we can grab with anyone. So this gives you... some economy, some spoils, some materials. I don't think it matters who this actually goes on. I think it'll give us the same bonuses no matter what. Ooh, Diamond Aviation gives us boost. But the money is actually pretty good. We don't have a lot right now. So Daniela Extraction. Let's purchase that org. And Jacob, let us... I mean, you can go on stabilize Iran duty.
We'll restore peace to this nation. Initiating recon.
We may not actually be able to spot aliens yet. Like, it may just be impossible for us to do so. I'm not sure. It may be you.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We don't need to worry about this in the US anymore. You're going to switch
Things
to
are cooling off.
maybe grabbing some...
Wrapping up here.
Laying the groundwork.
some of the control
Cleaning
points in
things up.
America, but we're at our cap. We can't grab more control points.
The opposition remains in power.
Really? More than 90% chance. Well, go ahead, try again. We now have clandestine cells, which will allow us to recruit an extra counselor, which will push up our control point cap. Okay. What do we want to personally research? Management, military science, ops, outpost core. Yeah, basic control center for small planetary bases. That's probably it, right? Space tugs wouldn't be bad, but the outpost core is major. And I'm gonna say pour 100% of our research into Mission to the Moon for the time being. Let's see if we can snatch it. Like, you're still... Like, it's still marked as it's going to go to you, but... Yeah. Let's see if we get it. Okay, well, even though we didn't ourselves take control of it, we still did gain control. The spoils does reduce the government towards more authoritarianism. So yeah, that's fine. It'll be 120 days, 3 months until we can actually influence the government strongly. We did gain the ability to gain a 5th counselor, so... What are the 3? Admin, command, and persuasion. So you're a politician. You're an engineer. You're a scientist. Evangelist. Professor. You're a diplomat. None of you have... You're a spy. None of you have... Oh, you're from Tanzania. None of you have skills that we can't otherwise get from anyone else. Although... Purge and investigate. You have some skills that we don't otherwise have. You're a Chekist. Member of the political police. You're suspicious. Inscrutable. Hard to determine what you're actually thinking. Low profile. Skilled at evading. You've got family ties. You're undercover. So, people don't know you're a spy, which should be obvious. Your admin, command, persuasion is 10. You would cost us much more. You have sabotage, steel project, but you don't have anything that we particularly care about. Furtive and eminent will give us some politics. As a doctor, you'd bring in, it's not a significant amount of, I think, Nijuri? I think we're going to recruit you. Now here's our 5. We started with Adriana, our celebrity, and Ikub, our evangelist. Nijuri, you have only 14 experience. You can gain affluent, get us a little bit more money over time. I'm mostly sitting to wait to get this Diamond Aviation, gain us a company with some boost in its own right. Spain is under the control of Project Exodus. Spain under the control of Project Exodus, and Canada have ended their alliance. The army, the Israeli forces here the 36th Armored Division have they've come under our control. Nijuri, let's investigate
Surveilling target.
Reporting in.
And then Axel, you're our
At your
other operative.
Where do you need me?
What's the difference between a spy and an operative? You
Tracking
investigate
target.
this person.
Ready for my mission.
Ready for my mission.
Axel, as an operative, operatives are trained experts in both espionage and small-scale violent action, while Nijuri, as a spy, trained to gather info, conduct covert operations, and persuade people to betray their loyalties. So, basically, an operative is a spy focused on warfare. You are special forces, you are CIA. Not actually what they're associated with, the organizations they're associated with, but in terms of like what they do, that's more or less their roles. We've gone back over our cap. If I have you surveil here,
On Overwatch.
what are you gonna find?
Ready to go.
And I want you to just start, well, I mean, if I told you to get us a point in the US,
We'll bring this nation to our side.
okay, so those two are not aliens, because one thing to note is aliens can't get on planes.
Initiating surveillance.
It would be a little obvious. So they don't. Palmachin
We
Space
found nothing of
Corps.
note.
I'll go ahead, repeat that action regardless.
We've got some intel on our target.
You did find
Wrapping up here.
who this is. You are a
Things are stabilizing.
We can repeat that. You are an initiative attorney. We know you're famous too. Claudio, okay, that's questions. Alien objections in Shenyang. Shenyang? Over here. I clicked on their military instead. Shenyang? Not sure how to pronounce it. I'll do my best.
Unable to establish control.
Well, that's fine. Real quick. We can surveil locations with this. With the special forces, we can increase. Well, okay. So first things first. You can take control of Diamond Aviation, which will give us both more boost and more mission control, both of which are things we want to put ourselves into space, and we're going to want to go to space. Delta Force gives you assassinate, extract, detain, assault. This allows you to increase unrest, which is something you can't actually do, stabilize nation, which you can, and assault alien assets. So this will most notably give you the ability to increase unrest in a place, which it'll also give you more command, which will increase our control point cap. So maybe it's something you want to do. The 5th U.S. Special Forces. You already have Delta Force. So Iran is a slight risk for an internal coup. I'm trying to reduce the
Where to?
unrest in Iran. Okay.
Acknowledged.
You
Where do you need me?
Okay, you
Your
can Leonardo, you can investigate the alien activity
We'll recon the
in
site.
Shenyang in
Where do you need
China. You I mean, I am inclined to say try to grab another point in the US.
Bringing them on board.
Actually, I can't make a choice of what we grab, right? It's literally has to just be the next one down the line. The identity blocks.
Putting our people in place.
Trillions of dollars just sitting up there, yet still the regulators drag their heels. Maybe it's time I treated the president to another golfing weekend. General
Yeah.
Soren van Wyk leaked private correspondence.
The Protectorate did indeed take control of the mission of the moon. Advanced carbon manipulation. We're going to launch a probe to the moon, obviously. Probe under the control of the surface has been launched toward Luna. We'll survey potential mining sites and allow constructive habitats on the surface. Let's not move forward so quickly here. Let's get an outpost core as our primary concern, and then alien methods secondarily. Neither of these missions, neither of these researches are things that we can influence, so let's not worry about it. I'm actually going to push towards the advanced carbon manipulation because maybe we can get control of this too. Well, get back control of this. Neither of these we can. They're Exodus has this under lock, and then the Initiative has this. We're not going to steal those. So the research, we still get credit. Like, these top 3 researches are planetary. Everyone contributes to them. The benefit to finishing them first, like putting in more than anyone else is twofold. One, any research that has things like this fusion pile, this is 100%. But if it was like 50%, that would mean this little icon, this gear icon, is these individual engineering projects. We have a 100%, everyone has a 100% chance to get the fission pile when this finishes. Eventually, it may take some time, but eventually you'll get that as a project. If it was 50%, then you have a 50% chance of getting it. But if you're the person that puts in the most, or actually, the amount you put in influences that. So the more you put in, the more likely you are to get out in terms of things like that. This one, it's no effect. But there is another benefit to being the person that puts in the most tech, which is you get to control what the next tech in line is. So we got one of them earlier where we were able to push towards sociological differences based on arrival sociology. That was the name of the tech. Yeah, so the resistance is slated to gain control of this, and again, even if I turn off everything else, we're not going to get them. So I'm going to lower that as a priority. But I will otherwise spread out our tech, because the more spread out you are, the more you get a bonus to the amount of research you generate. If Yeah, we can see it right here. This is 470. I put an extra bit here. 40% comes here, but we total get another 20 research per, what is this? Is this monthly? Yeah. So we're spread out more, but we're doing more because we don't have everyone trying to do the exact same research. We don't have people coming outside of their specialties to do research that they have no idea how it works or what they're doing. We're just, letting everyone do their own research as they would normally, as in their own field.
Tracking failed.
I'm fine with letting this guy go. I don't care about him so much. This initiative
Surveillance complete.
guy. Ooh, you're over here in America. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ronnie, you're an activist for Exodus. You're a martyr. You're disliked in Brazil. You're undercover a firebrand. You would be easy to kill, but you would act as a martyr if we did so. Not that we're trying to assassinate anyone right now.
Violence is abating.
Go ahead, keep trying to calm Iran. Iran, you're... Okay. Let's spend a little more on impression. Try to get your unrest down. High thrust probes are something we could research. Tanzania.
We found something.
I told you to start working with Iran, Canada. We have investigated the alien activity in China. UFO crashes here in Russia. Ooh. The Humanity First is gonna love that.
We failed to take control.
Wow, you're just... Okay.
Standing by for orders.
Our control points in Canada would be better protected from enemy purges if we defended them.
I'm here.
What's the op?
I mean, sure.
Protecting our interests.
Standing by.
You... Go ahead and investigate who
Investigating target.
this is.
Ready for orders.
What's the
Actually,
up?
you,
Ready
rather
for
than rather than defend Canada,
On the
go
way to the target
investigate
site.
that landing
Acknowledged.
in Russia.
Reporting in.
You can investigate this person.
Investigating target.
Ready for my mission.
And fine, just keep trying to grab the US, or actually, keep doing your public campaigns.
I will tell our story.
We're back under 50% control of the popular opinion. We...
Person of interest available.
I want to break alliance with the US here. And... that's the only one we really care about. So you're... oh, we found a resistance activist. We're definitely going to want to continue to research them.
We found nothing of note.
You found nothing of note, but... no? Resistance... okay, we don't really know
moved the
anything
needle.
about you, Chris, other than you're a firebrand. Yeah, you're just going to keep researching...
The situation remains chaotic.
promoting our agenda out here. Iran's actually doing decently. Let's have you stop worrying about that. A probe arrived on the moon. Take me there. We have 9 sites. Only one of which has any water. Perry Crater. So we're going to definitely grab that. It does have decent metal too. Oh, we can't yet. We don't have the tech. Wow, we're contributing. How does the Resistance have so much research? I guess they don't have a lot more from than us. They're just pouring it all in. The initiative does, though. Yeah, everyone has more research than us. I guess we've taken over more minor nations. We are at war with the Resistance and humanity first. We're in conflict with the Initiative and Protectorate. We tolerate the Academy, although we're in conflict with Project Exodus. Okay, well, we can't
Prepping for next
actually
mission.
build anything on the lunar surface until we finish Outpost Core, so we're gonna wait for that and hope that no one takes our spot in the meantime. They probably will.
Recon complete.
You've investigated
Prepping for
the
next
alien
mission.
landing. Ooh. Control point gain in Kazakhstan. Okay. Let's worry a lot about the welfare. A little bit of knowledge. A little bit of unity. Don't worry about any of this. Found space program. What? Don't you already have a space program? Like, what? How would we be founding one? There we go. Okay.
At your service.
You're continuing your promotion in the US. You investigate whoever this is.
We'll see what they're up to.
I'm here.
Standing by.
Standing by.
We also have
Standing
someone
by for orders.
here.
Where do you need me?
At your service. At your service.
So you're the only two, Axel and Nigeria, you're the
Standing
only
by
two that
for
can
orders.
research people.
Reporting in.
I'm actually going to send
Ready for my
Axel to... Yeah. Okay, Najira, you instead research this person, and if I spend, say, 2 ops, you're just going to be less than 10%. Axel, if I have you research this person and spend 2 ops... okay, just spend 1 op per... No, 2 ops is
Surveilling target.
fine.
Ready to go.
Where to?
Najiro, you're wanting to spend 1 ops
Eyes on target.
this person.
Reporting in. Ready for my mission.
Can we contact... We can contact Exodus.
We'll open a channel. Ready to go.
And you go ahead and try to calm Tanzania
Restoring
instead
order.
of Iran.
Mission in progress.
Axel. Okay,
Prepping for
this
mission.
person is not actually an alien.
Prepping for mission.
Thought they might be.
Initiating contact.
Embrace conquest if you really must. We will be long gone.
I mean, are we embracing conquest or are we fighting it? Okay. You won't give us a truce. Investigate counselor, investigate alien, detain, surveil location, advise. I'm just looking through your orcs to see if you have anything that is significantly more than money. If I was to say give you all of our orgs, yeah, you're not gonna give us Tingong Station. You have no projects to give us. Okay, well, I guess we're not getting anything from you. I was hoping we might be able to get in more of a truce with you.
Nothing unusual found.
You can repeat a large
Nothing
part.
unusual found.
Yeah, a large part of why we couldn't investigate you was because we were
With
operating.
each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move mountains at the touch of a button. We need only the will to do so. And your generous investment, of course. Chairman Soren van Wyk, opening remarks during Western Armory's annual earnings call.
So we figured out, as a global effort, advanced electromagnetism, and Exodus has pushed us towards orbital shipbuilding, which should be an obvious choice for them.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I'm gonna have you repeat this. We have figured out outpost cores. So let's open our research. Talent development would be pretty good. In fact, it would be so good that it's the thing I think I'm going for. And we can drop our concern with it, and let's try orbital shipbuilding. Let's try to 100% orbital shipbuilding. You're not going to let us get it. And because it is the initiative and they have so much research right now, there's no chance we can snatch that. So let's worry about alien methods, talent development. We'll otherwise continue researching globally, but what we're going to do is back away from Earth and turn our sights to Harry Crater. Yeah, they already got it. Oh, we don't even have the research, the ability to land an outpost anyways. Okay. Well.
Order is returning.
I mean, I am playing on brutal. It would make sense that they're all grabbing things, and we really did de-optimize ourselves. Go ahead, spend more on the guerrilla efforts, the oppression efforts in Mexico to try
Just
to get
imagine,
that.
Ifechi, how this world would change if we could mass manufacture building materials in an instant. Homes built for mere pennies, irrigation for every village, a brighter, fairer future for all. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, Private Correspondence.
From a letter to his partner while on assignment in Lagos. Laos? It's Laos, right? Is that how this is pronounced? Anyways, we have figured out advanced carbon manipulation, and the resistance has pushed us to looking deeper into the system. I mean, this says we'll get it, but I'm willing to bet that'll tick off in a moment. Kazakhstan. Let's add a little bit of oppression to get your subversion down. We're still a couple months out from gaining total control over Israel.
Acknowledged.
I've accumulated sufficient experience to augment capabilities. Okay, we have no alien activity to investigate. You can go ahead and defend our Canadian interests now.
Securing our interests.
Ready for my mission.
Where to?
Let's go ahead, start pushing back to
Establishing our presence.
Presence in America.
What's the op?
Okay. Augmenting Squilius Fun. Okay, you're our spy. I'm gonna say grab admin. I'm gonna need it at some point. Although, why can't you take control of this? 1.6k, that's why. So yeah, grab some more administrative capabilities. Draco Laboratories, 30 research. I don't want to ignore the possibility of this being a good choice for us. Adriana, I'm like inclined to go, maybe we should let you become a billionaire. Just wait and wait and wait. I mean, how long will that be? It's actually quite a ways off, though, is the problem. So in that case, continue pushing persuasion. And then Axel, your affluence not going to do anything for us. Admin wouldn't be a bad choice for you because you have none, and that'll at least allow you to grab things down the line. And then you can't gain anything worthwhile. So we have assignments. You're still investigating this activist.
Standing by for orders.
You're
Reporting
defending. You're researching whoever this individual
Ready for
is.
my mission.
You're pushing for our
What's the op?
interests. Actually, you're gonna push
Bringing
for
them to our side.
interests
What's
in the
the op?
U.S. And you're going to just promote our viewpoints. Okay, now that you're operating in, this person has moved to, yeah, the Academy is slated to surpass us in the deep system. And again, no ability for us to subvert that. So let's just go talent development.
Securing our control.
Defend interest mission's been completed. We're not going to repeat that. That's a one-time every now and again thing.
I have new information.
You repeat mission and
We'll be
take
ready for
me
new
there.
orders soon.
Chris, you are from Minneapolis. You've got some family ties. You're a pariah in the U.S. Although you're a quick learner, you're a lobbyist, affluent. Okay. You repeat and continue searching whoever that is. Although we did see that they're humanity first, right? Adversaries have conducted a crackdown on our oligarchs' control of Kazakhstan. Ooh, okay. The
We've moved
resistance
the needle.
is trying to get us out of Kazakhstan.
We've gained significant support.
I don't need to spend so much on knowledge. Pakistan, under the control of the Academy, and Kazakhstan have ended their alliance. We've gained control over some Marines. Our ability to manage the affairs of so many nations is stretched thin. I'm going to say let's abandon Tanzania. We've got a... It was nice for us to open up and consider, you know, grabbing these locations, but... and... Same thing with Turkey. Reduce our control point cap. Although, okay.
Where do you need me?
You? We can't detain you if we don't know who you are. Okay. I don't think I care to defend our interest in Mexico. Or... I'm going to defend our interests in Israel, though.
Making things safe for our people.
Reporting in.
Jury, you are investigating this activist. I'm going to have you swap over to investigate this individual.
Tracking target.
Standing by for orders.
We only have
Your
two
orders?
people
At your service.
Where to?
capable of investigating anyone.
Standing by.
Estonia. Someone up here. But no. Go try to investigate this humanity first.
Eyes on the target.
Target. If they move out of Saudi Arabia, they may be easier to follow.
I'm here.
And then the two of you are
Standing by
continuing
for
to
orders.
grab control in America. Which... Okay. We won't know our full influence until... I'm gonna say, let's turn down our... Okay. We do have enough to gain a base on the moon. No water, but we can still at least get some metal out of it, some volatiles out of this one. Because the other option is Toiho Crater. It's between Copernicus and Toiho. I mean, maybe we would say Mare Tranquilitas for the... because that way we would get some rare metals. Okay. Found an outpost. I think we're gonna go Copernicus.
Securing our interests.
Defend interest mission. Yeah, you're done. There are 9 orbital stations around the Earth right now. We never set up anything
Tracking failed.
orbital. Go ahead and repeat this mission.
Mum's last years were a blur of doctors and treatments. By that point, every movement was painful. The one thing she loved was her aquatic therapy. Whenever I was home on leave, I'd take her to the pool for hours. Weightless, smiling, free. Commander Fiona Ayawade, during a psychological evaluation.
Okay, so we have figured out orbital shipbuilding, and the initiative has pushed us to mass drivers. We figured out graphene battery. Yeah, they're already pushing ahead. Okay. We've got plenty of low orbit stations. It is worth noting that Tingong and the ISS start as stations. The ISS starts in the hands of the Academy, and Tingong starts in the hands of Exodus. So...
Nothing unusual found.
wow. Go ahead and repeat your mission there.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Prepping for next mission.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Go ahead and repeat our methods here. We have completed the Alien Methods project, having uncovered evidence of multiple livestock abductions sometime before the first correlated human disappearance. It would seem that the aliens have been observing us long enough to understand Earth's biological and social hierarchies. In short, they have steadily worked their way up the food chain. By analyzing patterns, the species, locations, the frequencies, the subtlety or lack thereof, the proximity to settlements of recent disappearances, we can now paint a clear picture of their methodology. Allows faction to detect alien contacts with humans. Okay, so now we can figure out...
Superior, it is upon us to show our nobility to the emissaries.
So now we can find the aliens. We have completed the study their methodology objective. The disappearances began with animals, then moved on to humans. The early disappearances followed no pattern that we can discern, but over time they became focused on the rich and powerful. Unfortunately, it seems that these humans who disappeared did not do so by choice. It appears that the aliens are, for now, seeking control rather than understanding. This is discouraging, but not unexpected. We knew that the aliens were searching for something, but it's clear now that they do not understand what they are searching for. They are, for now, treating humanity as hostile, and it is easy to understand why. To them, there is no visible difference between a human who understands them and one who hates them. The temptation must be great to simply use their natural superiority to exercise direct control. Still, we knew from the beginning that our task would not be easy. The choice of the emissaries to act as they have done means that many will die, including perhaps us. But death in a worthy cause is not to be feared. The plants may die, so long as the garden survives. When a populace settles a new land, they work to change it, to mold it, using their technology and traditions. At the same time, however, the land, far more subtly, works to change its new owners. Sometimes the land bends to the colonists' will, but far more often what happens is a fusion, a symbiosis, where what evolves is something entirely new. The settlers are the masters of the land, yet they are in turn shaped by it. So we've got to surveil suspected aliens. It is hard to explain what I saw. I did not hear the aliens, but I understood them. I did not recognize them, but I knew them, as one can know something learned in childhood. They came to our world seeking, but they were fleeing as well. They are masters, yet they are also slaves. Fear is what drives them. Fear of what befell them in the past. Fear of what might happen again. They can be more, so much more. but they must move past their fear. Someone must teach them, help them, and we have an opportunity to be those teachers, those helpers. Perhaps we shall fail. If we do so, the consequences will be terrible, but I do not believe we will. I have faith in us, and in humanity, and in you. Complete the Path to Paradise project. Okay. New project. Path to Paradise. Fulfills objectives, set our goals. Increases our control point management capacity by 40. Spins off a new faction and grants us some influence. So Path to Paradise is going to take a while. Let's get started. I mean, this is saying that we're going to gain control. That's what the little highlight here means. So, if we can gain control of any of the major researches, that would be wonderful. I want to say real quick, founding a platform in Leo. Okay, we can only reach Leo. Yeah, I'll take a platform in Leo. Low Earth orbit. Chartres Station. Exodus, cracking down in Kazakhstan. They're both operating against us. We have detected a base belonging to the alien at Pike's last stand on Makemake, and a station in orbit. Actually,
How could one so young, coddled as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is? I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Colonel Hans Castillo, during a war crimes trial.
Closing statement from his trial for alleged war crimes during Operation Condor. So, we have found where the aliens are coming from. It's Makemake. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bases on it and an orbital station here. If we zoom out, we can also see Victor 6, 5, and that's 4 a little closer. We can also see Victor 7's headed to Neptune. Victor 8 to Uranus. Victor 9, that looks like Saturn. And Victor 10, to an asteroid out here. LC-18, Aegea. Okay.
Wrapping up here.
So they're sending to the outer bodies. If we check Notre Dame base, we can't yet build anything. We can't yet build mining. I think this is a good place to stop. We have figured out, something about the alien methodology. Judith has talked about her ability to understand what they're doing. We see that they are sending another wave of aliens to land, 3 more aliens to land on Earth. And then we have them sending aliens to emissaries. We have them sending emissaries to the outer system to colonize. And we have found that their base, Makemake, is... I mean, it's just way out there. It's one of the furthest systems in... It's a Kuiper belt, right? So, I think we're going to start working with a little more hostility towards these people who are pushing us out of Kazakhstan. And we're going to push for a little more control in the US. We might drop Mexico or Canada to gain a little more control. But all of that will be next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time where we will continue playing Terra Invicta.